So I want you to put your strategist hat on, if you could, at least in the US political context, which I know you're familiar with. How can environmentalists and politicians who support stronger environmental policies communicate effectively? Because I just see them constantly on the defensive.
From my point of view, a lot of them are too radical. I think if you do smaller steps by one, you can reach the same goals. Yes, the situation is drastic. It's a really bad situation the environment is in.
On how people can communicate more effectively pro-environmental messages.
Yeah, so it's a big topic. And it has a lot to do with education. So if there's a big guy telling the people everything is hoax, well, they should watch the weather cast, They should see the statistics on how much more these thunderstorms are in the recent years, how much more floodings are worldwide, how much the rise of the average temperature is in all continents. That are facts. That not alternative facts. These are facts, scientific facts. And the point is discussing these things with people who do not have the ability or the access to proper education. That's hard. That's really hard. And they fell usually for people who have radical, simple solutions. Mm-hmm. But we live in a very complex world, and everything works together. It's like this little, how you call them, these wheels who go into each other, and turn every machine. Mm-hmm. So one effect causes another effect, and this causes another effect. So it's not that simple in saying, no, we just don't care and it's a hoax. That's wrong, and a big percentage of the world sees it and believes it. And we have a lot of effects, and you cannot say that's not true. Well, you can.
I'm wondering, it does bring up the...
So for the environmentalists, I think it's important not to be too radical in what they demand. They should go for smaller steps. And the resistance is too big if they say, well, we should stop selling combustion engine cars. They should say, okay, tax them more than other vehicles, or tax
but
the
interesting, even that position is now seen as too radical in a lot of parts of the country, here in the United States. The idea that you would give any favor to an electric car, for example, is under attack. And in certain states, the one I'm in right now, you can be fired from your job for even using if you're a government official, using the phrase global warming is seen as so politicized. So there's certain challenges that to me, that brings up a much bigger issue, which I know as a communicator, you have to grapple with. We live in a world now with social media fragmentation, filter bubbles.
What's about the freedom of speech?
And there's freedom of speech issues. But one of the issues that I find myself grappling with, and so many others, is if you believe in freedom of speech, which democracies tend to value, it does seem to favor those who are willing to tell the biggest lie. Because if you just constantly spew lies, and you have another side that's committed to factual discourse, rational discourse, they're spending all of their time correcting lies, and then people hear the lie over and over again.